we're back. Hopefully you had a nice Thanksgiving, holiday, whatever it is that you decided to do. Hopefully it was nice. We're getting Monday started pretty much at full speed. So the Z showed up. He says that he went to start it one day. It turned on, it ran for about 5 seconds, and then it just died and hasn't turned on again since. And it's been sitting for a couple months. He was having a hard time finding a place to take it. He went to Reddit, of all places, which actually isn't the first time I've heard this. And Reddit said, hey, go here. And here he is. Shout out to Reddit. Jay-Z car is back on the road. I've been driving it for a few days now, and I love it very much. Makes me wonder why I never had the motivation to do anything. All the parts have arrived for this car, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the whole clutch situation sorted out for this so he can come pick this up. This will be gone tomorrow. Coolant bottle for this should be delivered later today, and then I have to go over there and recover our oil engine car. But first, I'm going to move the Integra out of the way, and we have to do an oil change on it like immediately because she's coming to get it tonight. I started draining the oil, and then I realized that I really need to show this. So you can see why we do these short-term oil changes. So collectively, the car's probably been running for about an hour on this new engine. And look at what the oil looks like. That's why we do these, because that looks wrong. There might not be anything wrong with it. Honestly, there might not be. But I don't like the way it looks, so we don't do it. So what we do is for the first few oil changes, we'll run it, change it, run it, change it, run it, change it. So her next oil change is in 100 miles after this one. One down, 3 to go. Moving on to the RX-8, we have all of our hydraulic components here for the clutch, and this is the reason why we're changing it. So that's disgusting. And the thing is, if you replace one thing, which is the slave, all of this has to run downhill. So you're gonna run all this through the slave, because all of that is still in the system, keep in mind. So even though the master might be good, which it likely is, the slave is definitely not. So to keep it safe, we replace everything, put it all in as a unit. That way you know it's all clean, all good, all the way it's supposed to be. So we're gonna suck all that out. This is the stuff that kills your hydraulics, your brakes and everything else. Keep in mind, that's the stuff that's actually settled. A lot more of that is actually suspended in the fluid. So this is why you need to keep up with your brake fluid, because as that stuff cycles through here, as these pistons actuate back and forth, it's dragging all of this dirt and everything in the bore, and that's what's destroying the seals prematurely. With the RX-8 done, we move on to the Z. So I already did some preliminary stuff, and basically what I confirmed was that there is no spark. And if you take the cast out and spin it by hand, with the car on of course, you get no spark and no fuel. That prompted me to look at the ECU, and trying to put the ECU in diagnostic mode just does not work. It doesn't light up or anything. The little LED bulb on the side is just dead. So I'm not sure if the ECU is dead, which I think would be weird, but I'm not sure if the ECU is dead or if the bulb is just broken or what. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the plug out, and I'm going to check for power and ground at the connector to make sure that the ECU is actually getting power and ground before I go any further. I also looked at the fuses, easy stuff, you know, just to make sure. But this is the next thing. So we found the problem, and it's the one thing that it usually never is: the ECU. So it's a bad ECU. How did I know? Well, one, because of the light. That was a hint. But it's not definitive. I don't know if these LEDs ever actually go bad, but I don't want to assume. I don't want to be that guy. So I didn't. So I took this ECU out and I put it in that car, and it did nothing. Pump didn't prime, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Completely dead. And to further confirm it, I took the ECU out of that, the link, and I put it in here, and everything works. I didn't start it because the tune on that will not start this car. Injectors and everything else. And of course it being MAP instead of MAF. But it did prime the pump, which is the biggest tell above everything. So right now we're not getting any pump, and I got to hear what the pump sounds like, and it's really loud. So it's a dead ECU. We're gonna find another one. Ideally, that's gonna be fairly easy. Hopefully we don't have to go to the internet for that. We could just grab one locally. There's enough Z's here, I feel like, where we could just snag one from somebody. With the Z figured out, car number 3 for me, move on to car number 4, RX-8. So we have the tank here, OEM part, in the box, still sealed. Have not opened it yet. So that's going home tomorrow. This is going home this week. We need an ECU for that, so once we get an ECU, that'll go home when it goes home. Josue is finishing that up now, and this will be leaving here within the next, I don't know, hour or so. The Z is all back together, and it is ready. Well, we're not going to start it. We're going to crank it first, prime it, put the oil. We flushed it out, if you want to call it a flush, but we flushed it out somewhat. There's clean oil in there now, and we're going to prime it, get oil circulating everywhere, and then we're going to go for a start, get this thing back on. All right, here we go. Also, Victor is here. He brought his FD, his other FD. This one has way too many rotors in it. Collectively, 3. Just show us your engine bay, Victor. Show us your asymmetrical hood too. Oh my. There it is. Walk us through your 7-inch exhaust. That's insanity.
It's a 5 to 4 to 3.5.
Jesus.
What's there to say? It's a 20B crammed into an FD. Doesn't really fit, but we made it fit. We did water to air because I like water to air, but also it's a lot more convenient than trying to stick a 4-inch intercooler core in the front that doesn't fit and then blocks all your airflow. The only thing in this car that is in this engine bay that is stock is this. Everything else I think is from something else except for that brake booster. The oil filter here was relocated. My motor is so far pushed back that this didn't fit back there anymore, so now it's over here. This is a T6 turbo. I don't really know. It came with the car.
Turbo blanket is insanity.
Yep.
It's huge. It's like a hat.
Yep. What else?
What is this making right now? 980?
Something like that.
965?
Something like that. We'll know one day the true numbers when we put on the FDA dyno.
Yes. We'll break it. Break the dyno. Not the car, the dyno. She's off. She's off. She's off. She's off. And I completely forgot That's plus 1 FD for Orlando, not for Tampa. But she does say she's here all the time though, so it'll be around. But that is an Orlando car now. So I wish her and the city of Orlando the best. Otherwise, today was fairly productive. RX-8, the red RX-8. Hydraulics are done on this. The no oil FD was tended to, and it got sent on its way. The red Z got troubleshot, and we found that the ECU was bad. Someone reached out on Instagram and said that they might have one, so we'll find out tomorrow if we're lucky. That would be great, because then that car can go. This car, I was in the process of starting it, or starting to replace the thing, and then they showed up, and then they came and got their car and stuff. I was telling Josue, old Mike would stay, but new Mike realizes that there is tomorrow. The sun does rise. Big progress was made on this. This runs again. It's mostly reassembled. It's like 98% now.
Yeah.
With a slight setback.
Power steering line has a huge gash through it for some reason. And nothing goes there, so it was probably already there. We just decided to give up today.
Yeah. Perfect timing though, because if this would have happened after the car left, then it would have been a big problem. So good thing it happened here with us.
Alright. I don't know how to do this. Turbos are fully installed. Coolant lines, oil lines, all installed, all tight. Checked it. Now it's just charge piping. So I gotta connect this one, add the other one. Yeah, no leaks except for the power steering. Alright, say bye.
Bye.
Bye.